Why, hello there, everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans at its brand new time on Saturdays. How are you guys doing today?
Great. I see it's
good.
really, the new time has really diversified the cast.
It has.
It has diversified us so much.
At least I can keep a regular sleeping schedule.
Oh
now.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, these
That's
things
for
take
sure.
time to kick in. People have to adjust to the new schedule. We did have a female that was going to play today, Rob, but then emails and she didn't get a character worked out in time and something else came up, so she ended up doing something else. But we almost had a more diverse cast.
Almost.
We're working on it. It'll take time. These problems
But
don't
in the
get
end, we
solved
decided
overnight.
screw diversity. Let's keep it the same it always was. And it's almost like it wasn't tomorrow anyway. So
Something.
I think Chucky will join us soon
How does
because
that make it more diverse?
uh, he's from East Europe now, living in the UK. More European.
Definitely, another white guy will totally change the dynamic.
I see here
Yes,
he's got a
but
different
he's a
accent.
European, an Eastern European white guy, Rob.
Mhm.
He's the
It's-
evil Eastern European guy.
Evil Eastern European. Romania has never been depicted as evil. Have they?
He's Chucky. He's a DM. He's evil.
Chucky's amazing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Every person
Yeah,
who
he's a good DM.
he's really good.
Yeah. He rolled a +3 magical sling and a +1 bracers of defense. He's pretty good, and we made us defeat a dragon.
Do you
That was
guys
also
only
pretty
care
good.
about gear?
Please.
Is that it?
Made.
Is that all you guys care
No,
about?
no, the
Loot?
dragon is also worth good
The shadow dragon.
experience. Yeah.
It's all about the
Shadow
gear score, Neal.
Mhm.
I mean, if you care about gear so much, nobody can top the wizard who just gave away a whole bunch of magical items only because Neal whined about the reward at the beginning.
So, how have you guys? What have you guys been up to this last week? Connor, we can always
Well,
rely on you for a good story.
I can't remember if I told you guys about our day off last week. So it was a week ago yesterday. But because I can't remember if I told you guys, basically what it was is the higher ups, they wanted to raise morale in the students. I think they noticed that, we're starting to kind of hate life because it's almost like that place is a prison. Stark white walls, you aren't allowed to bring electronics in. You got to
Good.
check, you get inspected randomly. I've been breathalyzed.
Did you pass?
Yeah, I did. Is at 6 a.m. I was.
Most likely to fail.
Yeah, yeah. Because everyone goes out drinking till 2 a.m. on a Tuesday night. But they're trying to raise morale. So you know what? Let's have a command picnic. Okay, that's not bad. Except when the command has 4,500 people. And they make it mandatory.
No.
So instead of giving us a day off and saying, hey, if you guys want to go to the command picnic, go for it. They're like, you're going to go to the command picnic. It's at noon. And if you don't want to, you can stay at work until 4.
And how was the picnic?
The lines were long to get food. If you didn't come with a prearranged sports team, you probably weren't going to play any sports because everyone had their cliques they formed. And the guy who was taking muster for my section said, if you guys think I'm going to be there, you guys have another thing coming. So I'll let that say how I thought it was. I enjoyed the not being in uniform and having my phone.
Wow, has the bar really fallen so low for enjoyment?
Yes, it has, because I've only got 3 tests left, 2.5 weeks, and I was at work for 15 hours on Thursday.
And what happens after graduation?
I have about a week and a half to get up to New York to start a different kind of hell.
More hell. How fun.
Yep. 12-hour days, and then for like 7 weeks, and then shift work for the next 4 months.
Well,
Yeah. So
what
I'll
about
have stories after that.
what about the rest of you, Max? Anything interesting going on over there?
I've been playing a lot of Gwent lately. It's a card game, the standalone release of Gwent. You might know it from Witcher 3. It's pretty good. It's very different than from the game itself, from Witcher 3, the standalone version, that is. I recommend it. Like, if you like card games, you like Hearthstone, might as well try this. But it's in closed beta right now, so you need to like sign up for it and hopefully get a key.
The most important question: what deck, Max? What deck? What faction?
Reveal deck, Nilfgaard.
Oh, Skellige! The Viking, or at least somewhat Vikings. I mean,
Well, I like my deck. I'm not going to change anytime soon.
What about Nick, Bastian? Anything interesting going on?
the usual acting school. The only thing out of a bit interesting is this one app I've been playing all week long is Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle. I've never heard of it before, but once I've discovered it, I'm amazed how good it is. I'm not paid to say this, but try it out.
Do they pay you to say that you're not paid to do this?
I will not answer this. You can make your own thoughts about it. I mean, it's actually pretty good, I have to say. And for a free-to-play game with, of course, in-game purchases, it's actually quite fair. Because you can get new characters or something with things you can buy for real money, but you get them pretty often in the game, and every day you're logged in. So,
all right, cool.
It's quite good.
Nick, what's going on?
Not much. In my workstation at work, they just installed this ridiculous apparatus that'll allow you to like stand up and still type and do stuff on the computer for some one person that works in the cubicle.
You've got standing desks now?
Just like the stand that the like entire computer will raise or lower on,
okay.
and it just takes up so much of the desk space. It's just annoying. It's horrible.
Unless you wanted to stand up.
I don't want to stand up, Neal. I'm a fat man. I don't want to stand up.
All right. Well, that sounds unfortunate for you then. Rob, what's been going on?
It's just kind of the same. After all these centuries, I guess here now, just like in the prophecy. Very well, then.
All right. Well, that's cool too. I guess we're going to be having a 5-player game.
I admit it, you're better than me. There's one trick Mom taught me when you weren't around.
Mom?
Once you were my friend, and you were my nemesis. But before that, we were brothers. Yeah, so it's kind of the same old.
Great. Well, I'm glad.
Don't worry, it's not mine.
What is that, Rob? Is that...
So, quick question. I know I should know this, but does anybody know offhand how to close a Class 5 Hellgate, or should I just Google that?
Oh yeah, you just have to, what was it again? I think you have to kill Hitler in the past. Of course, you then have to travel to the future and kill Mecha Hitler. I know it because I'm German. We all know how to close Hellgates by killing Hitler. And then you have to travel into the Hellgate and kill Hitler again in hell. Because you killed him in the past and future.
I think there's
I'll take care of that during the break.
I think there's a librarian at UCSB named Giles that knows how to do these things. Kind of a quirky guy. Anthony Giles, maybe? Definitely not Rupert Giles. Anywho.
James Giles.
Okay.
Okay. One question. I
Yeah,
have.
during the break, I'll take care of it.
Cool.
Why am I the
What's the
aspiring
worst
actor?
that could happen in an hour with an open hellgate?
Oh.
The main question is why am I the aspiring actor and not Rob?
Because Rob he doesn't need to aspire to be an actor. He already is.
And why have I never heard of him in any movies?
Because he's a true actor, and true actors stay off the silver screen. Real acting comes in the truest of the theaters, like this one.
Yeah, the truest.
Plus, I play a lot of stormtroopers.
Yeah. All right. So everyone is sitting around Shenanigans. It is empty. You guys are the only people here. Everyone else is gone. It's been a great season. All sorts of terrible things have happened, and everyone in Shenanigans has been hired out for some job or other, except for the five of you.
Oh, you guys know why? You guys know it's because Bad Kane came back, dude. Nothing against you, but you're really freaking scary, bro.
Well, I suppose I am quite intimidating.
Nah, dude, it's like your face.
I'm not pretty. Don't forget what I did with you one time. I know you lifted you up once and almost killed you with one of my knives.
Yeah, I know. You're so bad at throwing them, dude. It's like, seriously, the guy was like right next to me. I don't know how you missed.
Well, think about who I tried to hit. Am I bad with my knife or really, really good?
Well, I don't know. I still didn't go down, so it sounds like you're pretty bad at it.
By the way, we'll see what happens today. Never a bone Mormon around here.
Well, it looks
You
like
have your
nothing
own
will happen
Mormon?
today.
Holy crap.
Look around. There's nothing going on here.
Well, I already have a contract going on. Well, I suppose I could require some extra work for it. Neal, short question. How much gold would it cost to bail Zen out of jail?
No amount of gold could bail him out of jail. He's in jail for crimes. You don't just get to, walk free from your crimes for paying a certain amount of money.
What do you say?
Unless you're a noble.
Just as a background.
Mayor Sanders
You just
is
don't
not
go to jail
nearly
for that
corrupt
one.
enough.
Once in jail, you gotta stay in jail.
Someone gave Bad Kane the contract to require, get some gold to bail someone out.
Well, then sounds like you got scammed.
You got scammed. Because you can't get him out of jail for his crimes. You'd have you'd have to pardon him, really.
Or the person contracting him can't communicate with the guards at jail and doesn't know that.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. Anyway, you guys are the only ones here in the tavern. There is, except for, of course, Desmond and Borscht. Desmond's behind the counter, polishing some fairly clean mugs with a fairly dirty rag, and looking around, kind of bored. Not much going on. You can hear the soft snoring sounds of Borscht, who has fallen asleep in the kitchen once more. Glibglob is nowhere to be found. Layla's off at school. Lizzie's out hunting. Even Jackson, the little scene stable boy, has the day off and is somewhere else entirely. It's just kind of a warm, early summer day. All the doors are open. The windows are open. Kind of hot in here. There's a fire going because you kind of just need the fire to constantly be going all the time. And it's getting a little warm and stifling. All kind of sweating, smelling a little bad. Occasionally there's a cool breeze blowing through.
Desmond.
Desmond.
Since Borscht is sleeping in the kitchen, would you mind if I use the kitchen to make something?
As long as you pay for it.
What if I supply my own ingredients?
Knock yourself silly.
Thank you.
What? Wait, what are you gonna make?
Dumplings.
Gonna make fireball soup.
Yes, dumplings, no fireball soup.
Batcan is going to it goes to the bar. Desmond,
Mhm.
an ice pepper tea, please, with a shot.
All right. He walks over to the fireplace, pulls out a tea kettle, comes back behind the bar, pours it in a mug, puts a shot of whiskey in there, looks around for some tea leaves, eventually kind of scrapes some things together and puts them in some cheesecloth and makes you some tea and gives it to you. It tastes a little weak, like maybe the tea leaves are kind of old and he hasn't had some new ones around recently. But, you know, it'll do.
I have plenty of tea if you wish.
Do you have some pepper?
Some what?
Pepper.
I'm sorry.
Try it.
You have a really hard to understand accent, foreigner.
Do you have some pepper?
Oh, pepper. Sure. He goes into the kitchen and comes back with a nice green bell pepper.
I cut it up a bit. I cut up a bit. Put a bit of it into my tea. Just to spice it up.
Wait, you put a bell pepper in your tea?
Just
He's
a little
not
bit.
bringing you the right, like not the pepper that you would grind on your food, but like a vegetable pepper.
No. The
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, Google bell pepper.
Ground pepper.
Oh, ground pepper.
I have spices as well. Not
Well,
buying armor, I had plenty of starting money.
Desmond looks around, goes into the kitchen, comes back a minute later with some weird. It's definitely ground up into a powder, but it's white instead of black.
I sniff it.
It smells spicy. It's hot.
Does it smell
It's
like
super
horseradish?
No. Smells like jalapeno seeds.
I take a pinch of it and put it into the tea.
Okay.
And mix it up. And,
Your finger kind of starts to burn. You dipped it in, and your lips are kind of burning. You see Desmond cracking a big smile on his face. You seem, perhaps this is the only entertainment he's had all day is screwing with the patrons in the bar.
kind of quiet here.
Yeah, one of those slow days, I suppose. So why don't you guys have any jobs? Yeah, I mean,
Well,
no offense or nothing, but
Well, I mean, Desmond, why do you think?
no one's here.
I want to hear your side. I want to hear your take on this.
well, the guy drinking the crushed jalapeno seeds. You guys have been talking really loudly about how he stabbed you in the back, so that's kind of a no-go. You're an idiot. No offense, but you're an idiot.
Oh, okay. No offense.
Let's see. The one in the kitchen says the word human funny and keeps talking about humans in the second person or third person. I don't know. Lizzie would know what type of person it is.
He's a
But
person.
he kind of weirds us out. He's probably not entirely human, but I don't know. Fuck it. Who gives a shit? The illusionist there won't stop casting strange spells, and it's kind of freaking everyone out. And that's a new guy, and he's totally untested, and no one knows anything about him. So,
Oh
that's
yeah,
probably why
don't
you're-
worry. We're throwing him off the bridge next week to see if he can fly. So don't worry. We're gonna have that question figured out soon.
maybe that's
Those are all excellent reasons, Desmond. Why don't you have any customers?
Well, it's probably because when someone asks for pepper, I give them the wrong pepper, and then I grind up jalapeno seeds and give it to them. So I'm kind of an asshole.
Well,
It sounds like you're not doing your job correctly.
Desmond, you are as wise as you are a poor businessman.
well, to be honest,
Considering I'm an excellent businessman, I thank you for that.
I don't know. Considering that Lizzie made us go collect payment.
He rolls his eyes. And around now, the door to Shenanigans opens up, and in strides the mayor of Shenanigans, Mayor Sanders. Mayor Colonel Sanders. He walks in, hands on his hips, and looks directly at Desmond, kind of ignoring the lack of people in the bar, and says, "Desmond, I need your help. I have a job for you."
Oh my
Looks over at him
God.
and goes, "Sorry, Mayor, I don't take jobs no more. You gotta give it to Well, these 5. There's one in the kitchen. The mayor shakes his head and says, No. This is too important of a task for these ruffians. I need a true hero to solve this for me.
No, let us take us. We're bored as hell. There's nothing to do here.
If you want some example of abilities, I almost killed that guy. I point at the rock with one of these knives.
That's not a good example. You almost killed a companion.
Well,
That was a long time ago, buddy.
Desmond,
Yes,
this
it
is
would be much more
exactly why I
impressive if
need
you had
you.
accomplished this task.
Desmond, this is why I need you to do this. It's my niece. She's in trouble, and I need someone I can really trust to help her out here. Desmond puts his hands in the air and goes, No, I promised Lizzie. I'm not doing this stuff anymore. This is your only option. And he kind of gestures to you. And Mayor Sanders turns and slowly looks at the 5 of you, maybe 4 of you, because one of you is in the kitchen.
Oh, come on now. I'm sure we'll do a wonderful job for you.
Well, whatever you need doing, I will do it for the right coin. Well, almost whatever you need doing.
Well, a child's life is at stake here, and you're talking about money?
Yes.
Well, I mean, this
I'm a
is literally our
mercenary.
livelihood.
Yeah, that's
You run-
that's
you
how
run the town.
mercenary works, you know?
Gah,
You give
Adventures.
money to mercenaries, and we do your bidding.
nasty, brutish creatures you are. Fine, so be it. We'll make sure you're paid well. My niece, Janie, she's fell down a well, and she's not answering. I think she might have
she's
broken her neck
probably
or gotten
dead.
hurt or something, and I need someone to, at the worst, go retrieve her body. At the best, save her from the well.
Oh, she's probably dead, but we'll go check it out for you.
Okay.
Sounds easy enough. How much can you give us for it?
You bring her back intact, I'll cover all of your bar bills for the next 6 months and pay your debts here at Shenanigans. You bring her back dead, well, I'll just pay your debts.
Sounds good.
Suppose that could
Free
work.
room and board for a month. 6 months. That's
6
So
months.
he's going to pay for something that we never get charged for somehow.
You don't get charged for it because you keep taking jobs that NPCs pay your bills for you. This is how you stay around.
Yeah.
Otherwise, eventually, then you got to have Lizzie come by and collect money, and then everyone complains when Lizzie collects money. So we're doing it this way.
It's because you don't give us enough money to cover the costs.
Oh my God, you guys made thousands of gold, and you have nothing to spend it on.
I just
these
bought a
guys-
wonderful tent.
I don't know what you're talking about, Neil. I don't have any money.
We have the
don't
goal
have
to order a ballista for a Neal boat, right? We can do that.
She's not anywhere that you need a boat for. She's down a well, good sir.
Worse than well.
You don't need a boat for this task, nor a ballista.
that
You can't
involves
point
water.
it down a well.
How did she end up in the well? Do we know this?
I was walking with her, and she said thought she saw something down there, and leaned over and fell down. And oh God, the poor girl.
Well,
Sounds like you need to go after someone for shoddy well construction there. Keep that in mind.
Look, I don't believe in a nanny state. A well should be a dangerous thing. If someone's gonna fall in the well, they deserve to die. But my niece is an exception, and I need you to save her.
Well, whatever it is, just point us to the well and we take a look.
Good. Come with me. He leads the 5 of you out to
Wait,
this
does
well.
anybody have rope?
Yeah, I got rope.
Okay.
By the way, Nick, your character, what does he look like?
Oh, he is completely bald and covered with scars everywhere.
Wait, covered with stars?
Scars.
Oh, scars. Okay.
I
He's
thought
a
he was
wild
fabulous for a
card.
second there.
Just tattooed stars all over him.
No, he's a wild wizard. Shit's happened to him.
Okay. All right, so he leads you to this well on one side of town, and points down and goes, "Little Janie's down there somewhere. I don't know where."
Hey kid,
We shall take care of your child. In the meantime, have one of these. Have as many of these dumplings as you like. They're full of carbs and good comfort food.
Why, thank you. He has a dumpling. Do you have a cooking proficiency?
Yes, I do.
Would you please make me a cooking proficiency check? You don't to see if it's excellent. If you fail the check, it's still good. This is to see how. You know,
All right, what is the stat for cooking? Is
Intelligence.
it wisdom? Intelligence?
Yes.
All right. I'm not a great cook. I'm just a cook.
Ooh, very nice. Oh, these dumplings are delicious. Where did you make these? Where did you learn to make these? These are scrumptious. Why, after you rescue my niece, I should hire you to cook dinner for my family.
Yes, I understand you have a lot of access to chicken. If so, I could make chicken dumplings.
Mm-hmm. These are great. Where did you say you're from?
I'm definitely not from an underground fighting arena where I was held as a slave for many years.
Where were you from?
That's
then?
not where I'm from then.
Well-
It's very far away, but still definitely in human lands.
Does it have a name? Is it Indrekis? This is delicious. I love to find out what type of cuisine this is.
Oh, it's there's no word for it in your language.
Well, what's the name of the town you're from then, so I can see if I can't find another person from there to make more delicious dumplings.
It's unpronounceable in your language.
Oh, what language is it in?
Even the language is unpronounceable in your language.
Wow.
It's very foreign.
Well, how would you pronounce it in
Dang,
your
dude, you're
tongue? Maybe I can try.
I have gotten so used to speaking common that it's actually difficult to say in my tongue, and I would bring dishonor to my family if I were to say my own hometown incorrectly, and therefore, out of shame, I must not.
Wow, that's pretty deep, man. You've lost your ability to speak your own native language?
Yes,
Dang,
it's
that
very
sucks.
shameful, so let's
Wow.
not spread that around.
Well, what kingdom are you from?
Actually, we don't have a king. It's more of an anarcho-syndicalist commune.
Well, okay, so are you from the Freelands then?
Perhaps?
I would
It's
love to look
very
at a
far
world map with you
east.
later and ask you where you're from. Far
Yes,
east, you say?
it's very far east.
Outside of Drekis?
Maybe? I didn't see a map when I wasn't in the underground fighting arena.
Well, then who do you pay taxes to?
Well, I guess I pay taxes to you when I'm here in
No, yeah,
Bessie.
but back home, where did you pay your taxes to?
I didn't see a tax collector. Except
Why are you
in
talking about
the
tax
audience.
collectors? My niece is down this well. I need help.
Well, why are you asking him all these questions?
Yes, I was wondering why you were so unconcerned about your niece.
I'm very concerned,
how
but
wide
these
is this
dumplings are
well?
so delicious. Anyway, I'll eat the dumplings. You go down the well. When you come back, we'll look at a map and find out where you're from so I can get more food from your hometown.
Yes. How wide is the well?
Wide enough for you and the
All
rock
right,
to slip
everybody.
down independently. But
How wide though?
how
4 feet?
wide are your shoulders?
What I'm wondering is, can I just, without bothering with a rope, just put hands and legs, reach across, and
If
then
you feel comfortable enough with your climbing proficiency to do that, then yes.
I feel comfortable enough with my climbing proficiency to do that.
Okay, then yes, you can do that.
Plus, what kind of a martial artist would I
Alright,
be
everybody,
named
I
after
say-
Jackie Chan if I didn't do that?
Well, you could be Bruce Lee or Jet Li.
Do they use ropes, or do they just sort of?
No, but they don't have cool Jackie Chan style escapes from things. They're
Ah.
just, strikers.
Anyway, I will take a look down the well. How far can I see?
Well, I'm just gonna go in and start going down like that.
I will hold it, big man. Let us take a look down first.
Well,
hold me
unfortunately,
then.
you are not on the equator on the day of the equinox, so the sun does not shine directly down the well, and it's just kind of dark down there.
Well, someone.
All right.
You know what would have been useful right now is a continual light.
Don't worry, guys.
I just want to say it.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
Let's go.
I
let's
hear
go,
that they're so
um,
cheap though because they're so easily made.
Yeah,
Last I heard
I
they were
heard they're
very
in the
inexpensive.
store.
I know
I
they're
heard
so
they're in the
inexpensive.
store, we
I've
could
got
buy
one
one.
in my bag right here.
I heard
Ooh. Is your? I thought you had gotten rid of your continual lighted rock.
So I broke the first one, and then I got another one.
Okay.
well,
You
we
still-
could. We
Wait,
could-
so if you break a rock with continual light cast
And
on
then
it
I got
into two
really
pieces,
angry and
does
threw
each
two
piece
pieces.
now have continual light?
No,
on
it breaks the spell. It breaks the enchantment.
Either way, I ended up
The
throwing
spell
both of those
dissipates.
pieces of rock because I was pissed anyway.
I doubt we should throw that one down the well.
I'll just carry it down. Let's find a
Ah.
good stump or something to tie this rope to, and I'll just rappel my way
Lands
down
on the
there.
girl.
We could. I heard at the convenience store there was someone who sold light stones. Some wizard in town made it for him.
Yes, we heard they were very cheap. They
Very
were so
cheap.
cheap it
Yeah,
wasn't even
Zen
worth
freaking
making
made them all the
anymore.
time, but now
Finally,
he's in
something to
jail.
use our gold for.
Well, then let's have a look at the convenience store
They're
first.
so cheap. Maybe we should just light up the town. Just buy a whole bunch of them, and then street
All right.
street
So-
lights.
Well, they're all talking about going to the convenience store. I'm gonna pull out my continual light lantern and shine that down the well.
Oh.
Well, anyways, you
I
see the
forgot
top
to
of me because I'm going down the well.
All right.
No, I stopped you.
Well, I think you may have stopped him, and then everyone started talking about stones, and then
And
Rock
then Rock's
pulls out
just
his
looking down,
lantern,
they're
and by
like,
the time he gets there, Nash is already climbing down, and it's all a mess, right?
Yeah, I'm just going down. Going, little girl, whose name we neglected to ask.
He told you twice.
Hey,
Little
hey,
girl,
Nash,
whose
you're-
name we neglected to ask. Are you all right?
Rob's
you,
not wrong. We never asked. He just told us.
Yes. So you
we
start.
just failed to pay attention.
You guys start heading down. Can I get some sort?
Well,
of
he is heading down.
check to see if you can make your way all the way down the well like that. What do you think that should be, Rob? Do you have a climbing proficiency? Are you a rogue of sorts? Do you have mountain climbing, tumbling,
Let me
Rope
see if I
use.
have climbing.
any sort of climbing related skill?
I have tumbling.
That'll help if you slip and fall.
If you do not succeed on your check, that will help.
Okay, yeah, I don't have
Okay.
climbing, but can just going down.
You're a
I mean,
pretty
I'm
strong
ridiculously
person.
strong.
Yeah, why don't you just give me a strength check? See if you can hold yourself as you work your way down.
Okay, now since I have exceptional strength, I
It's
guess
just
it's
still
still just
18.
plus 18.
Yeah,
All right.
there's no way to increment. 25. Easy peasy. You make your way down the well. Everyone else, you see him disappear.
Yeah, even with the light shining down there.
Well, yeah, you see him like drop down and down and down, and eventually the well's like 60 feet, so he gets to the end of your light.
Yeah, that's
follow-
a deep well.
I follow him.
All right, I
Let's
take-
see. I'm gonna use a rope instead. Let's use a rope.
All right, Bastian, give me a strength check.
Easy. Easy.
Ooh, not a
I'm get-
problem. You shimmy down.
Can I follow down using Dex?
Um,
Dexterously, just hang on to the wall.
No, that's definitely like a raw strength sort of deal.
I mean, if you climb down, that would be more like Dex. Would it?
I don't know. I feel weird having Dex and Strength being interchangeable for things like this. Let's just keep doing Strength to climb up and down. It's
All right.
your ability to hold your weight.
Try safely falling down to use Dex.
Need a tumbling proficiency.
Yeah.
But go
Yeah,
ahead
just
and
like-
roll me a
just like
Strength
Rob did.
check to climb down without any rope.
Do a leap of faith.
Nah, I'll try to get somebody to hold a rope as I crawl down.
Well, I mean, just find like a nice sturdy thing that's near the well. Tie the rope around that. Throw it down the
How
well.
about
and
the well itself?
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
How long is your rope? 50 feet?
How long
It's a
is
60-foot
the rocks
well,
rope?
plus you got to tie it around the circumference of the well, which is maybe 5 feet across.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to
So
find a sturdy
diameter
thing.
pi, so that's an extra 15 feet of rope to go around once, plus let's say an extra 3 feet of rope to tie the knot. So you're losing like 18 feet
see
off your
here.
50 feet rope. So it's like a 32-foot rope, and the well's 60 feet deep.
32
So
Neal, already had rope, right?
Yeah, but all of his gear's in the police station.
No, remember, because I jacked it all.
You
And I
jacked all
gave-
of his gear?
Yeah, remember when he died?
in the tent.
I jacked it all, and then I gave the money to Max, and then just kept the rest out of spite.
As well, whatever's on your character sheet is what you got.
Well, it says rope ×2, so
Does it say rope ×2 as of 2 minutes ago?
yeah.
Did it say rope ×2 more than yesterday?
Instead of like last week.
Okay, that's fair then. Okay, as long as you're not changing it right now to suit your needs, go for it.
And also, I never put a length down on it because I forgot. But we'll just say it's 50 feet. So
Sure.
we'll just throw the rope
Both-
down there, let it hit them on the way down.
All right.
Or at least the ones that are down there already.
Those of you with the rope don't need to make a check to go down. You will have to make some sort of check to climb back up. But going down is super easy with the rope.
Yeah.
And you guys descend, and pretty soon all of you are in the well. Nash, you're the first one down, so you notice that there's something fishy about this. Instead of the well just being a hole in the ground, it opens up into a tunnel, which goes to the right, and then there's a little bit more to the well below you with some water in it. So you're basically just at the water table, and then there's
Now-
a tunnel, and then below you is more water.
Now, how would the tunnel be to the right if it's a circular well?
The right, it could be any direction at that point, but I needed to give it a direction. So you
you're
could have
not-
called it right or left or front or back, depending on which way you descended. But when Nash got down to the bottom, the exit was on his right side. Had he turned around and gone down the well, would have been on his left side.
So what
Shouldn't
side
we
is
just
it
say
on?
north, south, east, west, or something?
I could, but it doesn't really matter.
No, it
Hmm.
doesn't.
No, this is very important now, Neil.
All right, so you guys are all down here now. There's this.
Yeah, I've got my lantern, got my freaking rock, got torches.
To be fair, I absolutely expected there to be more to this well.
Yeah, it'd be weird if she was just kind of sitting in the bottom there in the water, all
Yeah.
face up,
Would have been
you know,
weird.
dead as a doornail.
Well,
It is
I was
odd
honestly
that whoever
expecting that.
dug this well didn't make a big deal about discovering a large underground complex connected to it.
Nah, they're
Well-
probably hiding something down here.
Well, this
Uh,
could have been added later. Somebody could have just been digging an underground complex and happened to break into the side of the well.
whatever. What do you guys think we will encounter down here? My bet's on. Let me see.
With luck, we will encounter the niece. So apparently she wandered off down here.
Oh,
Hey
let's
kid,
hope
you
she-
down here?
Your voice
Just
echoes
yell.
back at you.
Anyway, and I point at Sparky. It would be better if you take a safety distance, just in case. I've
All
seen
right, I'll travel behind you since you stab people in the back.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
it's more like I've seen wizards blow themselves up before.
all right, who
so-
wants to carry
Well,
the
you've also
lantern?
seen wizards blow other people up.
Oh, that happens.
Okay. So you guys proceed to go down the passageway. Who's in point? Who's on point?
The guy with the lantern.
Yeah, the guy with the rock.
Rock, you're in on point. At 60 feet in front of you, you see coming into the range of your light this bizarre, grotesque, misshapen, like half rat, half person. It's got this long, spindly tail and patches of loose fur over its human skin. Its face is like a human face, but with this weird snout that comes out like a rat snout, little whiskers that come off of it, and a little rat nose, and its eyes are beady but still mostly human shaped, and it's disfigured, and it's got human hand or arms, but with rat paws coming off of them, and the hind legs are like rat hind legs, but it stands up like it's bipedal, and the rat hind legs end in human feet with really long, gross fingernails or toenails. It's this disgusting monstrosity that you see.
Does
That's
it
pretty
look?
gross.
Does it
Greetings,
look?
good sir. Have
My
you seen a
word.
young girl down here?
Neal, does it look female?
No. It
looks
has
ratty.
a human's chest, and it does not look like a chest of a human female.
Well, I hope that's not the daughter.
Is it wearing clothes?
It is not wearing clothes.
Is
But
it
the
good?
hindquarters and hips are of a rat, so its junk is covered up by fur to make it PG-13.
Okay.
You know, I
Good,
didn't-
good morning, good sir. Have you seen a young girl around here?
The creature
No.
turns its head towards you with anger and malice.
Oh, sorry, we didn't know someone lived down here.
It scurries towards the rock on all
Oh.
fours.
You know, I didn't suspect rats or something similar here. Well, let's kill it.
I agree. I'm gonna draw the sword.
All right. Why don't
The
we all
glowy
roll
sword.
initiative?
Oh, your magical sword.
The magical sword.
You have a
Alright,
magic
Neal.
sword?
Yeah.
Good thing you got it.
Max was so kind to give it to me.
He has a anti-shapeshifter sword +3, and
No
+1
shit.
in general.
Yeah.
So against lycanthropes, it's +3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, let's hope this is a lycanthrope then.
Oh yeah, we'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
What's the initiative for longsword, Neal?
5.
Ooh.
Wait, if it's +1/+3, wouldn't it be -1/-3 for faster initiative for magical weapons?
I'm not clear on the magical weapons initiative modifiers.
So in other
Didn't we
words,
start
no.
doing that?
I don't know.
Where magical weapons?
Yeah, we did it in Hardcore Heroes.
Wow.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure of the rules off the top of my head, and his weapon's
Oh.
+1 or +3, so how does that change
So
the speed? Does it change by 1? Does it change by 3? I don't really know. I don't really care. Let's not worry about it. Just roll your
Let's
initiative.
not worry.
Yeah.
I mean, in the end, I'll probably take out the big sword anyway and just be +10 and go last anyway. I mean, that's usually how it works out.
I'm seeing
Oh,
4
yeah.
initiative rolls here. I think we're
Yeah.
missing a Maximilian.
Oh yeah.
Wow. The rock
How
is
low are the
pretty
ceilings,
fast.
Neal?
The rock is pretty fast now.
How low are the ceilings?
Low. You're, what, 6 feet tall? You're 6'2", 6'3"?
6'5".
6'5". All right, your head is basically scraping the ceiling with every step.
good.
I'm
No.
6'6".
You're
I have to
6'6"?
walk. I have to walk like this.
You guys are a party of giants. Everyone wants to be really tall.
No, it makes sense for the rock, all right?
Yeah,
It makes
because
sense
the
for
rock's got super high strength. I can get behind that.
No,
I
it's more
mean,
like because he does.
I normally play a kobold, which is like 2'4".
Yes. Okay, so first up on the initiative order is Nash and the Rock at the same time.
Crap.
Well, I'm going to run quickly forward to
The Rock
intercept
is
him.
blocking your path. He's in
Yeah,
front of
man.
you, and it is not a wide pathway. And especially when a
not a
man
wide
the size of the Rock is in front of you. And then you're also
Yeah.
really big.
You're really freaking wild.
Yeah, you guys are bruisers. You won't be able to get past each other with ease.
I mean, I'm tall but thin, so
So
How tall is
And
this
I'm just
tunnel?
gonna roll a 3, so.
the tunnel's like 6'5", 6'6" tall. So if you're at least 6'4", occasionally you're gonna bump your head on the ceiling.
So
It's-
Neal,
it's
that's the
uneven.
+1.
So basically, the rock is the only one who can do anything.
It's the only one that can engage it in melee, or missile, or touch it or affect it
Yeah.
without using magic. Yeah. The Rock is the only one who
I
can do
can't-
something. I think.
Because I can't really like get out of the way either, can I?
Right. It's just this narrow tunnel, and you guys are all jammed pack in it like a
this seems familiar.
human centipede.
Maybe-
How wide is it?
Maybe 5 feet wide at the most. So let's say.
So if he let me, I could go past him.
Yeah, but since he's engaged with this creature, to let you do that would be to like dramatically reduce his armor class by squeezing to one side and limiting his movement. So he could let
Until
you
Nash
pass,
got in
but
front
you
of
would
me.
both be getting penalties to armor class and to hit.
Unless I just let him go in front of me and then hung back and I'm like, all right,
That's
yeah, get him, Nash.
That's true. Yes. Anyway, the Rock makes his attack, which is a wild miss.
wildness, and this ain't the big dunker, so I don't get 2 attacks.
So
Yeah, I mean, we could
Nash,
trade if we want to capture this guy and ask him what the heck this place is. I can disable him pretty quickly, knock
are
him
you
unconscious.
gonna try
All
and
right,
squeeze past
Nash.
the rock?
All right.
All right, you squeeze past the rock and do what?
Actually, can I do a tumbling check to move through the enemy square and be on the other side, flanking him, flanking the rat dude?
Sure, but it will provoke an attack of opportunity.
All right,
Okay.
but I thought that's what tumbling was, to avoid an attack of opportunity.
I'm going to say tumbling's what allows you, because it's such a narrow space. In a wider space, maybe tumbling would allow you to avoid the attack of opportunity, but here it's so narrow, tumbling will allow you to move through his square, which you would otherwise be unable to do. But
Okay.
you're still, like, rolling at him.
All right. 16. So what happens on the board that you're then?
So you try to tumble into the rat creature, and it lashes out at you with its big, oversized teeth with a 22 to hit, of
That
all
hits.
things.
Uh-oh.
The rat creature bites you for 2 points of damage, and your tumbling roll to the backside of the rat creature gets stopped midway, and you find yourself with your feet up in the air and your hips kind of pressing against the rat's side as its teeth gnaw into your left buttocks.
Okay. Can I wrestle or attack?
Yeah,
or strike?
you can make like a melee attack. That's fine. Penalty of 2 for being upside down, maybe, but you're grappled with it, so you're kind of like close. It's just slightly awkward now that you're upside down and he's chewing on your butt.
All right. I will double punch him then.
Punchy punch.
Yes. So let me see. So I get a -2. And I've got.
Oh no, you'll only have like a +5.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Let's see.
Hey, don't worry. Next level, I'll take a proficiency in longsword, so that way I don't get
20
-2.
plus. Let's see.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Only 7.
Mm-hmm.
So a 26 and a 19.
The 26 is a double crit. The 19 is a single hit.
All right.
Oh no.
So normally I do 2d6. How many d6 is the double crit?
3d6. No, it triples the dice. No, wait.
So
A
66.
single crit doubles, a double crit triples. Yeah, so it would be
This is
66.
how he killed my genie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Exactly.
66 plus 5. Can't forget the plus 5.
Cannot forget the +5.
It's ridiculous
He
damage.
killed one of the dogs last time.
Is he
with
just
such a
throwing up
punch.
Yeah.
Did that put it down?
Hold on.
Moon. Poor Moon. He just got like eviscerated.
Yes. Yes, it does.
kill it?
You
Okay, then I
literally
don't do
break
the
its
second
skull. You completely destroy its skull, and the creature dies.
What? It's only 1/4 real damage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you
but-
brought it to below -10.
Even if it's
Yeah.
How did I
Yeah.
do that to its skull? I was upside down.
Dude, you tell me, Nash. How did you break his skull while you were punching him from upside down?
Well, I do have pretty long arms.
Maybe you like locked your legs around his neck and brought his neck down to meet you as your hand
There's-
came up in like a.
Yeah,
An
maybe like
uppercut
brought his
with the-
legs down, or use my legs to bring his
You just-
skull down into my fist.
Yeah,
You just punch his head off.
yeah.
Okay.
It just outright breaks the guy's neck and fractures his skull, and he dies.
Well, that was very unfortunate.
Oh, that was easy. I fear that I had to throw knives again. In this pretty crowded corridor.
I
Uh,
swear, Kane. I
the
swear.
strange mutant rat man is dead on the ground, having answered none of your questions whatsoever.
Yeah, he was hostile to begin with anyway.
Scurried at you
Well,
guys.
yes,
Didn't
we
make
were.
any attacks at all. He just came in your direction and you killed him. He literally
And-
didn't attack anything until you guys started
You know-
swinging swords at him and
guys,
punching him.
Guys, let's leave the inner moral dialogue for later now and move on.
We are in his house. He had the right to stand his ground.
It is a standing
Yeah,
ground
but if-
state.
It is its standing ground state, and I stood my ground. So problem solved. Let's move on.
All right. You guys
I
continue.
don't think it applies to the intruder.
No, we came from upstairs. That counts as our home. We're living at Shenanigans.
Technically, the laws are written such that you never have to move the spot you're standing on. So you can walk into someone else's house and stand your ground there. It's a
There you go.
really poorly written set of legislation. There's been a lot of protesting over it. But, you know, bureaucracy is what it is, and it takes a long time to get it changed.
All right, well, let's move on and keep looking for the dead girl.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's
You guys
It's
continue
called-
down the corridor until it opens up into a wider chamber.
Oh,
Off of this
finally.
chamber lead many little paths, and in the center of it is a large pool of water. Some shafts in the ceiling lead down, or lead all the way up to the surface, I should say, that allow sunbeams to come on in and illuminate this room slightly. The pool of water is not very still. It's kind of not rocky, but you know, there's some motion going on with the pool of water, and sitting partly inside of it, up to his waist, is the most deformed person, even more deformed than the Rat Man that you've ever seen. This guy's got like an elephant trunk coming off of his face, but then he's got like kind of like a half of a horse head. Like his right half of his head looks like it's a horse. The left half looks like a human. But then he's got an elephant trunk, and he's got scales on the back, but he's got hair coming off the back of his head over here. He's got like a lizard man claw for a right arm, and some sort of dog claw for a left arm, and then the rest of him's below the water, and you can't see it, but his chest is this weird, like, yeti, hairy, furry thingy going on.
My word, they sure are making a lot of chimera.
Whatever
Dang
you see, they would
Mongolians.
seem to be mongrel men,
crawling
a
in my
little
mongrel
sea
city
monster
well.
that most people don't use.
Whatever it is, don't touch that
Agrarians.
water. It looks kind of suspicious.
Let's yell at it.
Yes, let's not kill things, even though I was the one who accidentally killed the last one.
Yep.
Let's
we're
not
on the road.
initiate violence.
Well, as long as it doesn't attack us, I already.
Yeah, Notch, why don't you go up there and stand your ground, see what happens?
I shall.
Just in case, I already
Cool.
some throwing knives.
Okay. As you
Okay,
approach the
I'll-
creature, it sees you coming. It blinks its oddly misshapen eyes at you and says, "You there? Who are you?"
My name is Notch, good sir. Could you tell us who you are?
Oh, I am Weasel. Where are you from? I've never seen you. Are you from up above?
Yes, we're from the
Oh.
Overbright.
Children! He starts splashing the water, and all these misshapen babies start appearing out of it, just like poking their heads out. A lot of them have gills. Children! Look! One of the gods dares come down and shed its radiance upon us. Worship, children! Come with me! Worship! And all the little babies crawl out of the water and start bowing down and worshiping at your feet, as well as the larger mongrel man.
Bad Kane is going to approach slowly, and I think
Oh, another
Just-
god!
just to mention his appearance, he's like 6'6" tall, thin, smells of perfume. He has this flat, white brimmed hat that shadows his whole face, and his long coat. Kind of looks like, and his sickles on his side, like a reaper.
Children, look, another god! Oh, we are truly blessed today!
Well, looks like they're not hostile. Did you seen a little girl come here earlier? From up above?
No, you're the only gods I've seen today. Oh, what a glorious day. Oh, I think there are more, but I can't make it out in the darkness. You guys are only like 30 feet away, but he's having a hard time seeing you. Look, do you bring with you other deities? Oh,
How many are there, Neal, besides the children?
It's the one man, the one mongrel man, and a dozen children.
Mongrelians. Crawling in my city well.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
please.
I'll walk out with the shiny light.
Oh, a light-bearing god. Are you the sun? Or is that what your name is?
Ah, nah, I'm the rock.
Oh, you must be the deity in charge of the very earth. You bring us our homes and we worship you.
Again, I think I found someone uglier than you.
No.
I give him a nudge.
So the
No.
pathway that we went through, is it the only way that we could have gone?
Yes, up until this room, it was the only pathway.
Okay.
So I say, my friend, we are looking for one of our own who fell down the well and apparently has wandered off after surviving the 60-foot drop somehow.
I don't know. The only things that come from the big, great light at the end of the tunnel are, well,
Buckets?
no, the others.
What others are those?
There are two peoples that live down here. They're my kind, who are gentle and sweet. They are the evil kind. They're mostly rat-like men.
Conscious
We-
absolved.
We came across one of those earlier.
Yeah, we murdered him with great prejudice.
Oh, the gods have done truly great things indeed today. They've vanquished one of the vile, evil rat creatures and saved room for the children. Thank you.
Are there more evil rat creatures down here?
Many. A swarm.
How big is this tunnel?
This world?
This world, yes, the world we've created.
It extends indefinitely. Forever, as far as I know. I don't imagine there's ever been an end.
Well, it's
But-
pretty dark in here. And
Don't you
like,
know
under,
the ends
under
of
our
your
world? What do you call this place?
home?
You don't have another name for it? You know,
Earth.
looking around, I would call it Underdark.
Why would you call it that?
Because
Well,
he's
Oh,
edgy.
great and powerful being, why would you call it Underdark?
well, it's dark and below.
Now you
our
see the light up there. That only makes it a little dim. At the worst.
But why under?
Well, it's below our world. We can't.
Oh, that's why you would call it that. Oh, of course, as a great one, you must think us not even worthy to have our home be given a real name. We just call this place Earth
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
good enough.
because we're surrounded by Earth everywhere.
That works too, I suppose. I'm not an expert in those things. Leave
Oh,
it
the
to-
gods are humble creatures. We should worship them even further. Be like them. Be humble. Come, children.
Yeah, be humble. But if you guys are in the business of looking for a name, just remember, Thunderdome.
Yes, I shall take the name Thunderdome for my own. Children, you may now call me Thunderdome.
No, you're not saying it right. Thunderdome.
You may now call me Thunderdome.
Close enough. There you go.
And anyway, if there
Remember to do your push-ups every day.
if there would be a place where one of our own, a small one, would go after surviving, falling down from up above, do you have any idea where that would be? Where
One of
do
the
paths lead?
vile rat creatures must have taken it. One of your godlings must have been abducted
Where to then?
back to their lair. It points a weird, misshapen, lizard man-like claw down a fairly empty hallway. That's where they live. That's their home.
Are there others from your kind that could show us the way? You're a father, so you shouldn't go.
The others are far from us now. We would have to swim to get them. I would be happy to bring them if you would like to share some sermons with more of our people, but it's just down this hallway.
We will
It's
find
a
our way.
straight shot. You can't
Oh,
get
do it.
lost.
Guys, if it's a straight shot and not even Canton can get lost, I think we're in a good deal.
But if you would like to come back, you can breathe underwater, of course. Of course you can. You're a god. Would you like to come to our home and teach our people your ways? The true light of the world?
You know, only the god who rules over the water has full control of it.
Oh, of course. How ignorant I am.
We of course can survive in the water, but we would rather not enter his domain. Or no, her domain.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
we kind of
You can only be here because the rock is here to provide you access through the tunnels. I understand.
Indeed.
Nah, you got me.
Whatever it is, we will find our way.
Of course, great ones.
We thank you for your assistance.
Would you please bring a blessing upon my children and I before you go, if it's not too much for your humble servant to ask?
I have a little bit of ambrosia that I can share with you.
Oh,
You may split among yourselves.
a
Have,
drink of the gods.
well, not a drink, perhaps.
The food of the
They're-
gods.
Yes. You may have some of these dumplings.
The misshapen, deformed babies and the weird man crawl over to the ground and, without raising their heads more than 3 inches off the ground, start nibbling at whatever you hand down to them.
All
It's
right,
a
I
fairly
hand them
pitiful,
dumplings.
kind of disturbing sight. Full-grown, misshapen person worshipping at your feet and eating out of your hand like a pet.
Like, well, here they have hands, right?
Yeah.
Look here, take these and share them among yourselves.
Yeah. They bring the food down and lay it on the ground and eat it off the dirt floor. You guys are free to move down the hallway in the direction of...
That can will take one of his sickles. Like, only poke his finger a little bit so that a drop of blood comes out.
Mhm.
Mix it with a little bit of perfume. And goes to the man.
Mhm.
And, like... smears it over his forehead.
Oh,
May death take his gaze from you for a long while.
oh, thank you, my deity. Thank you, my great lord.
Well. And then he just turns around and goes with the others.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do, or would you like to all move on?
Let's move on.
All right. You guys head down the next hallway, which leads into, after maybe seems like an hour of walking, although it's probably not quite that much. But then again, you have to go kind of slow because all you tall people keep hitting your heads, so you have to like crouch
It's kind of annoying.
and like lean over, and you're getting this backache, and then you've got like these bruises and this like swelling welts on your head. It's kind of a pain in the neck.
Please, Neal, I have 18 dex and 17 con. I don't get back.
I fear
You
this
still
will
get
not
backaches
simply
even
be
with
a straight
17
shot.
dex. You could have like here, just hold your hand above your head for an hour. You know, it doesn't matter what your strength is; it's gonna kill you after an hour of holding your hand above your head. I dare all of you to try it. For a whole hour.
By the way,
fun.
wouldn't it be
There
perfect
we
time
go.
for a break?
No, we're gonna keep going forward.
All right, cool.
All right, so you guys continue down the hallway until it opens up into this much grander hallway, and there you see 3 more of these weird rat man people and the missing girl.
Is it a
girl
big?
is
Is it a
in the-
big hallway?
It's a large room, maybe
Large-
30
oh,
feet
it's a
by
large
30
room.
feet by
Good,
15
good.
feet. The girl is seated in the middle of these 3 rat creatures. Her eyes pop up to you as you step in the room, and she looks terrified. The rat creatures all turn to you, their beady eyes looking down on you.
Well, let's wait before we attack.
Before you do we do anything dramatic
I smell
here,
a rat.
I'm sure that we can be good friends with these people, or at least I can be good friends with them. But
Uh,
anyways,
Let's make sure they're not like worshipping 3PO here.
Well, whatever
What?
it is, let's wait before we attack. This looks like they're
Like
worshipping.
Ewoks or something.
The girl mouths at you. Does anyone have a read lips proficiency?
No.
I don't even have a
everyone
reading
give me
proficiency.
a-
Can you just mouth it at us, and then we'll see if
Oh,
we can
that's a
figure
good
it out?
one.
Oh,
Help me,
oh,
please help me.
she want out.
I think she wants out. Whispering to the others, we want to kill the rats.
I don't
Yes.
care.
I'll step forward and say, my
Let him take the first shot.
my friends here, we have come to recover the little girl there who has fallen from above.
I will ready my knives just in case the rats attack.
We thank you for taking care of her, but we have come to recover her now.
I don't like that look.
I don't think they understand common. You guys understand common? I don't think they understand common.
Hold
Well,
on.
we could just
Hold
kill
on.
them.
I try saying things
I'll point to the little girl, and then points to us.
Oh, Lord.
I try saying things in
That's what
Kobold,
you do now.
Elven, Orc, and Dwarven. Does any of that get a response?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Your face. Your red face.
It's okay. We're all good friends. And I cast Charm Person.
All right. As you start casting your spell, they
It's
lurch to
no
attack
wor-
you.
No, it's a ring. So there's no
Oh.
somatic component, no verbal
So who are
component.
you casting
It's
Charm
just
Person on?
On all of them, except the
You
girl.
can. Isn't Charm Person a single target spell?
Nope, not with my ring.
The fuck sort of bullshit ring did you give yourself?
It's a ring of human influence.
Ring of
Yep.
human influence.
Of course you did. Hold on. Let me take a look in the DMG.
Ring.
So I can find a way to rule against this.
It is only 1 o'clock, guys. There's
No,
no
it's
way
actually
it's
4.
finishing this
Yeah,
quickly.
it's 4 right now. Well, maybe he just has like 15 quests for us.
Or
Do you
maybe
mind-
he's about to pull some DM magic.
Ring of human influence.
Wait, does charm person
Wearer
work
can
if the
make a
person cannot understand you?
suggestion to any human or humanoid. The wearer may also charm up to 21 levels of hit dice, humans or humanoids. Saving throws apply, as if he were using the charm person spell. Latter suggests the 2 latter uses of the ring are applicable but once per day. Suggestion or charm has an initiative penalty of +3. So 21 hit dice of humans
You
or
said that
humanoids.
with like, aha, I have you now, but it's just an initiative penalty.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but that would imply some sort of needing to do something, not an instant activation. Otherwise, it would have an initiative penalty of
Well, they
0.
still get their saves, Neal. So
Yes.
Yep.
Also, these are they human? I guess they're humanoids. Sure.
Humans.
Let's roll some saves for them. Ooh. All right. You have cast the charm person from your ring.
Okay. Do their expression change when I start speaking to them? So I saying, "Hello, are we good friends now?
you know,
I come
you know-
closer."
You know they still don't understand you.
You know,
Okay.
One of them starts walking over towards you, sniffing.
Yes. We're
What's
good
the rest doing?
buddies.
The other 2 are circling around the girl.
it occurs to me that if someone were to come in, see 2 people raising their hands up for the entire time, and Neil looking like a rat, they'd be very confused as to what's going on right now.
Yeah, that's
Not if
exactly
they
what.
saw me
As
playing
opposed to
D&D.
watching it normally.
Wait, you mean you guys don't just have your hands raised all the time when you're watching Neil?
I will keep
Didn't
my
we
knife-
do something like that in one of the early episodes?
Neil, I will
And
keep
then other
my-
people started joining in. I think it was like Justin and I started doing that.
Neil, I will keep my knives ready to throw should the other 2 attack.
The one comes over and starts sniffing around Max and starts nuzzling against his leg. The creature's got to be the size of a medium dog or so it's probably like 50, 60, maybe even 70 pounds. And its skin is kind of bristly and uncomfortable as it nuzzles your ankle.
That's nice and all, but you don't have to do that. I tried to shake it off.
It starts weaving in and out between your legs until it curls around you, kind of resting on your
Max
foot.
made a friend.
I'll walk slowly over towards the little girl and say, "It is okay, little girl. Uncle Notch is here, and we shall take you back up there. Your Colonel Sanders sent us."
Girl nods enthusiastically at you.
I go, "What would you like to climb on my back?
She shakes her head,
Can you speak?
nods.
Would you like me
Are you
to
afraid
carry
that
you?"
if you speak, they're gonna do something to you?
She shakes her head.
The boy
So
needs-
you're just too scared to talk right now, then?
She shakes her head.
The boy. Why are you?
Is it complicated?
She shakes her head.
Then why the hell aren't you talking?
She shrugs.
All right, good enough.
You don't
Would you
want-
like me to carry you?
Shakes her head.
Would you like to just walk with us?
She nods.
Okay.
Bro, you're making this way too
Does
complicated. Let's
Neal
just
not
go.
want to do a little girl voice?
She looks at you quizzically, not understanding what you're saying.
Anyway, well, I think it should be okay. Will they do anything if you stand up?
This seems to have been a deceptively easy adventure.
Well,
Anyways, we
just
should
getting
head
up.
back up to the surface now. Here, my rat friends. Here is a chicken to thank you for your fine service in taking care of this little girl.
Do you release a chicken into their midst?
I hand them a chicken.
All right, they devour it, and while they descend upon it, except for the one that's wrapped kindly around Max's ankle, the girl gets up and starts to
All right, kid,
sprint
let's
for
go.
the exit.
Let's go.
I follow her.
Yeah.
There's a chicken. Go get it.
Nope, it is cuddled nice and tightly around your ankle.
Okay.
Can you carry
They-
another
Go
50
away.
pounds of weight?
No.
Then you are encumbered.
Get.
You
Rock,
don't-
help me with this one. It's
You-
attached
you
to
don't
my
want-
leg.
We don't want to bring it with us. The other Mongol men will attack us if they see it.
I don't
Wait.
think they do a lot of attacking.
Oh, at least they
Yeah.
will try to kill it.
Will they?
I don't know.
And
If they
besides, don't
see
worry.
this
If we
with the
tell
gods-
Thunderdome that we're trying to work something out, he'll probably believe us.
Right, we are gods here. Oh, God. Just take it. I mean, it can walk on its own.
I can keep
How
up
about
with
we
the
just
little
start
girl
making our
no
way
matter
to
what.
the exit instead of arguing about it?
Yeah, I'm saying
I
that-
just go after the little girl. I'm not involved in this conversation. So when Neal goes, well, you guys all just sat around arguing, the little girl disappeared. I'm not waiting for that to happen, and I'm faster than the little girl. Unless the little girl is a fighter who also took the 15 move.
All right, so
The-
you sprint for the exit.
And I turned around at the end, but now I'm following Notch. So
You're following Notch. Sparky and the Rock, what are you doing?
I'm definitely following Notch.
Following Notch, Sparky? Yep. So everyone leaves except for Max, who's got a rat stuck to his leg.
No, Rock, help me with this.
All right, I drag him along, even if it's
What?
slow.
Just detach it.
How much
Nah,
does
dude,
Max weigh?
Maximilian, how much do you weigh?
Have to check. 165
All right,
pounds.
plus a 50-pound rat plus your gear, so 120 something probably.
Great.
I'd probably be super freaking slow. That's why I'm dragging him.
Okay, so everyone leaves while the Rock drags Max plus a rat. So the party gets separated.
Guys,
Wait,
and you
Well,
lose
how
sight.
fast
Wait
is
for
the-
us.
Neal, how fast is the little girl? Is she as fast as an adult?
Yeah, she goes at movement rate 12. So as you guys run and she runs, you guys can move very, very quickly.
I would tell.
Well, I
maybe
move
you-
at 15, so I'll
So
catch
you're
it
moving
up.
faster than her, but
Yes.
it looks like everybody leaves Max and the Rock
Yeah,
behind.
I'll
Neal-
stay behind.
Neil, I would tell. Could you please go a bit slower? The others are trying to catch up. Just for a moment.
The girl doesn't go any slower. She's sprinting towards the exit.
I swear, tell that kid if she leaves
Neal-
me behind, I'm
Neal-
leaving her behind.
Neal, I pick her up.
You'd have to catch her to pick her up, and she got a head start on you already.
Do
mean,
I?
Haven't I caught up with her, Neil?
You can
Neal-
catch
Neal-
up to her, yeah, but you've got 15 movement speed. Everyone else is at 12. She's at 12. And so
Neal,
she
I
can
have the
go.
running proficiency.
Running
I can-
proficiency, you can reread it. It's about a long distance marathon running. It doesn't increase your movement speed.
Okay.
Or in my case, basketball.
I will try to catch up with her by running really fast and
Sure.
then.
But it
Anyway,
sounds like
I
everyone's leaving Maximilian and Quantum Mech
past her
behind.
and then say, slow down,
I'm
little girl. It's
gonna
not
stay
safe
back.
to just run through here.
Raise your hand if
Do
you're
we?
dragging
Wait.
Max.
So let's just get this all sorted out because there's a lot of actions going on. At the very beginning, I said the girl sprinted out of there, and Rob clearly said that he runs after her. He's not getting left behind and chases her. And then it sounded like Bad Kane and Sparky were running after, and so was so was the Rock. And then the Rock stopped to help Maximilian, and then Sparky sort of somehow realized they weren't following and came back. And then
Well, yeah, I
Bad Kane's
looked
kind of
behind me
chasing,
and
but not chasing.
see-
So what I see in my mind is the party is spread out. Like everyone started leaving, and then one by one, people started turning back. And so we've got like Nash and the girl well ahead of everybody else, followed by Bad Kane, who's kind of calling after them, and then Sparky, who's most of the way towards the back, maybe turning around and heading back, while the Rock is dragging Maximilian and the Rat together. So the whole party is spread out in a long chain of, hesitations and half decisions.
So Rob just said something about that. So
Yes.
All right,
So,
so-
in the meantime, hold up. Well, because Rob, you're way far at the front, right? And you're trying to stop the girl and turn around and bring her back.
Yes.
All right. In the meantime, the two rats that have been eating the chicken have finished the chicken, and they turn their beady red eyes towards not Maximilian, towards the Rock.
That would be ill-advised.
And they,
So I've got the lantern and the rock. All right.
You've got well. How do you have a lantern, a rock, and Maximilian? You only have two hands.
Because I've got the lanterns like kind of probably like dangling off my backpack. And I don't. Wait, no. I said I grabbed the big sword, but now because I probably put that back, so the rock's probably in my bag. So I've probably like got the freaking lantern just like flailing about on my backpack or something. So it's not.
Okay. So
Max,
the
you wanna
rats are
be
coming
useful?
after you and Maximilian, and I'd like the
Hey Max,
two.
be useful. Hold this, and I give him the lantern.
Okay, I take the lantern.
All right. Well, roll me initiative. Sparky, you're fairly close. You can join in on the next round of initiative, and the sounds of battle will spread through the hallways, and everyone else will figure out what's going on fairly quickly.
Oh,
But,
cool. All right, so
let's
my
do
initiative is 6.
Okay. For now, it's just the Rock and Maximilian, and Bad Kane can not Bad Kane. Sparky can join in on next initiative.
well, I suppose they will die fairly quickly against the Rock.
You roll a. What did you say? A 6?
Yeah, 6 total.
Woo! And Maximilian rolls a 2. Well, you go first, Max.
Okay, so how many are there again?
2, and then the one on your leg.
Okay, so I'm going to move my leg in front, like more like this, so it's hanging in the front of my leg, right?
Hmm?
And I'm going to go like this and color spray them.
Color spray down your leg towards the others.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay.
It's like bug spray. Get him off! Get him off! get him
Roll me a
off.
d6.
Okay.
Better freaking roll for me,
D6.
bro.
Nice.
4.
Hey, there you
4.
go.
Okay, all creatures above the level of the spellcaster. What level are you?
4.
4. Perfect. Your color spray goes off. You time it just right so it hits all 3 of them as they're coming towards you, and they all fall unconscious.
All right, let's get the hell out of here. And then I assume Max follows me and we just take off down.
All right, you guys go out, climb up the well because there's a rope tied to it. It would do a series of checks, but I kind of want to just get out of here really quickly. So you guys make it out of the well, all passing your checks automatically, magically somehow, and come back to Shenanigans with the girl in tow. There's Mayor Sanders, his eyes welling with tears as his beloved niece is brought back to him intact and in one piece.
I was waiting to hear there was the wrong girl.
No,
you-
no. Arms have been up for about 20 minutes, a little less than 20 minutes. Dragon Tau.
No, it's been about 16.
Yeah, something like that. The mayor looks at you and says, "You guys, I really didn't think you were going to do it. Thank you so much. I'll cover your existing tabs, and I'll see that 6 months of your bills are forwarded directly to the mayor's office, and we'll pay
right.
for it."
And anything that happens to her after this is not our fault.
Why would it be?
I don't know, because usually that stuff crops up, and literally all we did was go down there and retrieve her.
Well, you've done a good job.
Yeah. So anything that happens after this is not our fault. You got that?
I got it.
Shake?
I absolve you of all responsibility.
Cool.
You know, as a mayor in town, you should know that there's like an underground world, but just below the town.
Yes.
Did you know
And
that?
next thing you're going to tell me is that there's a red dragon living under the town too. Don't be
No,
ridiculous.
I mean, we can show you evidence if you want evidence. It's very
Yeah.
easy.
There's
You
No,
like
just
no,
have
this
to
dude,
go
he's
down
like,
the well.
he had like a
and
horse
there you have
face
it.
and a person face and like an elephant trunk.
Hold
and,
on,
like,
look,
lizard man
my
hands.
my niece has just come back to me. Give me some time to, connect with her emotionally before you go
All right, and
talking
if
off
she
crazy
doesn't say
land.
anything, that's also not our fault.
Why wouldn't she say something? What have you done to
I
her?
know I don't know. We got down there and she just wouldn't say anything. So I was just like, all right.
No,
He looks at his niece. Janie, are you okay? And she nods and says, "Yes, I'm fine. Those guys did a great job."
Yeah, see? She just
Looks
didn't want
back
to talk
at
to
you
him.
concerned. And we're going to go to our first break. And when we come back, we will do more shenanigans. See you guys on the other
Yeah.
side. Bye-bye.